You know? So, with that being said, the way you acquire a building or a house is through a loan. Nobody's paying cash for a $15 million building.
Exactly.
They get loans from their friends, from their family. After they raise a certain amount of money from there, and they have good credit, they go to a bank. Oh, I have X amount of dollars in the bank. I need you to put up the rest of the half, the rest of whatever it is, and they use a bunch of borrowed money to purchase a building. And they use that money to build the building, add value to it, and then they sell it to the public. And they add a charge to it, and that's how they, after they pay everybody back, and what's left over, that's their profit.
Exactly.
And then they repeat it. They do it again. So, the difference is they tell each other that.
Yeah.
They look out for each other. They share their money, and they talk about money. So that everybody understands the process.
They're transparent with it.
Yeah.
And I think over here, we've been conditioned, and it's like, you know, it's been a psychological warfare in our environment for so long. It's so much of a, you know, it's so much of a back off mentality. Like, this mine over here, back off.
Yeah.
You can't get this. This mine. This my toy. This my money. This my success. This mine. And everybody walk around with that mentality because, you know, we've been taken advantage of by every system you can name, from school systems to financial banking systems, you know,
everything.
yeah, doctors, you know. So we mentally traumatized, you know what I mean? Because we've been in the victim role since we've been in this country, and we see a lot of other, you know, ethnicities come over here and they thrive much faster and much further than we do. And it's just like, you know, it's kind of like mind-boggling to us is how, you know, man, how they moving like this, how they moving like that. And then you look at it from the outside looking in, I'm quite sure they look at us like how y'all been here for.
There's no secret, they know how.
Yeah.
And we know how. Is what you spend your money on.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, I would say that they would look at us like how we still stagnating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we can't blame nobody but ourselves. We gotta look at what's better, and we gotta do better. We can't look at what's better and say, they had a better hand dealt than me. That's, you know, that becomes an excuse, because we all gotta deal with what we deal with, but we all got a chance to advance ourselves. And it's like you said, we got to start having these conversations, and, you know, we got to go from there. So, you know, we went over the pros and cons of, you know, New York market versus New Jersey market, and we even got to tap into some, you know, gentrification and everything. And so I want to ask you, what made you want to go into real estate market? Like, you could have done anything else that you wanted to do. You know what I mean? What made you want to tap into that market?
Freedom. And so, I like working for myself. I want to make as much money as I possibly can. And real estate has the lowest barrier to entry as far as, or sales in general. It doesn't just have to be real estate.
Yeah.
But that's a market that I understand. It's a product I understand. But it's more so about putting myself in a position where I can work at my own pace, and I'm not relying on a supervisor to determine my income.
Yeah.
So my income is whatever the energy I put out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got into the other topic, and so my next question would be, what made you get into real estate?
It's more so the fact that it's the low barrier to entry, and I wanted to be in a position where I could control my workflow, and I didn't want to have limitations on my income.
Okay.
So, in any sales job, especially when it's commission based, you get what you put out. So if I work, let's say, I know I have to talk to 20 clients in order to close one deal.
Yeah.
But if I have the energy and the time to do 40 clients in a week instead of 2 weeks, I know I'll close a little bit faster. You know, if I can do more, I can do more, and I'll make more.
Okay. Well, that was the exact answer I was looking for. You know, like you want to take control of your own destiny. Like you don't want to leave it in Peter's hand.
Yeah.
Whether you're gonna sit here and be able to, you know, make X amount of Z. Oh, can I work overtime? Do I still have a job? Like, that's no way of, you know, that's pretty much no way of living. You know, that's more so of surviving. And you know, like that should always be our key. That should always be our main focus. You know, financial freedom. And I believe once you acquire financial freedom, that's when you get to experience what real freedom is. And okay, so with that being said, like how do you think you can? Okay. Do you think you can use social media as a tool to amplify your real estate business?
So that's actually a topic I've had with my CEO and the managers at the office, because we're looking to rebrand and expand the company. Right now there's two different philosophies.
Okay.
Because obviously there are different social media platforms that cater to different people.
Exactly.
So Facebook is business oriented, but is more so friends and family. You know, with sprinkles of business, you'll see people advertise there.
Yeah.
Instagram is friends and family, but people use it to push products. You know, when you're on Instagram, you're gonna get pitched by somebody. You know.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn is professional, so you see it's more of a business atmosphere. It's more about making connections to promote whatever business you have, or you know. So the philosophy that my CEO sees and my managers is that let's stay away from Instagram, because we're trying to promote a luxury brand, and that may not be what we want. You know, we don't want real estate agents / influencers.
Yeah.
That's not what we're selling.
Yeah.
We're not. So the company as a whole is geared to more, let's focus on LinkedIn if we're going to have a social media presence, because one, that's what people with money are, and two, people that go to LinkedIn are looking for business. And me as a real estate agent, I work on the buy side, so I'm more of a financial advisor than a salesperson.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is I'm helping my client either save money or make money through a real estate transaction.
One or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to use social media, I'm focused a little bit more, on LinkedIn as opposed to Instagram.
Okay.
I do think it could be beneficial in a sense that it gives you exposure to other markets, because you never know where your next client